Now, dear children, we are going to study on the topic chemical bond. Now, chemical bond is a force which acts between two or more atoms to hold them together and form as a stable molecule. So, this concept we call as chemical bonding. Now, coming to inert gases. Now, inert gases, which are also known as stable gases, zero group elements, they are having the stable electronic configuration. That means that their outermost shell, that is the valence shell, is complete. They have two electrons in their outermost shell, like helium, or they have 8 electrons in their outermost shell, that is neon or argon. They do not gain, lose, or share electrons. They are inert in nature. Now, atoms of other elements, except noble gases, they have unstable electronic configuration. That means their outermost or valence shell is incomplete. So, they can gain, lose, or share electrons. Now, they always tend to attain stable electronic configuration of their nearest noble gas. The nearest noble gas by two methods, either by transfer of electrons, transfer of electrons from a metallic atom to a non-metallic atom. The chemical bond which is formed between two atoms by transfer of one or more electrons from an atom of metallic element to an atom of a non-metallic element is known as electrovalent bond. The electrovalent bond, it leads to the formation of electrovalent compounds, for example, sodium chloride, calcium oxide, magnesium chloride. Now, the second type of chemical bond is formed by mutual sharing of electrons. Mutual sharing of electrons between the two pairs of atoms of non-metallic elements. Two pairs of atoms of non-metallic elements. Now, so the chemical bond which is formed due to sharing of electrons between the given pairs of atoms of non-metallic elements is called a covalent bond. And the compound which is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between the given pair of non-metallic elements is called covalent compound. Now, covalent compounds, they are, for example, we can say hydrogen, nitrogen, then oxygen, then water. They are all covalent compounds. Now, to achieve stable electronic configuration, an atom must have two electrons in the first shell, that is the outermost shell. For example, helium, Now this rule is known as duplet rule. Then second condition, 8 electrons in its outermost shell for example like other noble gases other than helium, and that is known as octet rule. So now we will be seeing the examples of electrovalent as well as covalent compounds. So electrovalent compound, just now I told you that it is formed between the atoms of a metallic element and a non-metallic element. Let us take example of sodium chloride. Now first of all, sodium having atomic number 11, so its electronic configuration is 281. So number of valence electrons, it is having 1. So sodium is going to lose this electron and will change into sodium atom. Now earlier it was having the electronic configuration as 281. Now it is having 28, that is of noble gas neon. So now it is stable when the atom has been changed into iron. Now about chlorine. Atomic number of chlorine is 17. So its electronic configuration is 287. It is having 7 valence electrons. So it is going to gain 1 electron and it will change into chloride ion, that is 1 minus. So now we can see that the valency of sodium is 1 plus and that of chlorine is 1 minus. So now sodium having electrons, 1 valence electron, plus chlorine having 7 valence electrons. So sodium is going to transfer one of the electron to chlorine. Now we can see that the formation of sodium ion and chloride ion is taking place. So sodium and chlorine, both ions, they will form a compound that will be known as sodium chloride. So now this type of bonding, which is taking place between a metallic and a non-metallic atom of an element, it results in the formation of bond, that is electrovalent bond. So now coming to the next, that is covalent bond. So now covalent bond, we are going to see this covalent bonding in many molecules. Now first of all, we will see the hydrogen in case of hydrogen molecule. Now how this hydrogen molecule is formed? As we know that electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1 only, as its atomic number is 1. So its nearest noble gas is 2. So it requires 1 electron to attain its stability. So now how this molecule of hydrogen is formed by sharing of electrons? First of all, we will draw the atomic orbit structure. This is the nucleus and this is the outermost shell of hydrogen. Now another hydrogen, this is the nucleus, this is the outermost shell of hydrogen. So one electron they will be sharing. So the bond formed over here by sharing of electrons is covalent bond, and here it is single covalent bond. The bond which is formed over here, that is single covalent bond, so it will lead to the formation of hydrogen molecule. Now coming to the formation of chlorine molecule. Chlorine again having seven valence electrons, as it is having atomic number 17, so electronic configuration is 287. Now how the bonding takes place between two chlorine atoms, both are non-metallic. So now chlorine, this is the nucleus, this is the shell, outermost shell, so it requires one electron, so that we will be putting over here. Then another chlorine atom having 7 valence electrons. So now the sharing between the atoms of both non-metallic atoms will take place, and this will lead to the formation of bond between two chlorine atoms, and that is your single covalent bond. So it will lead to the formation of chlorine molecule. Now coming to the formation of double covalent bond. So now for that we will be taking example of oxygen. Oxygen, as we know that the electronic configuration of oxygen is 2,6, as it is having the atomic number 8. Its nearest noble gas is neon, having electronic configuration 2,8. So now oxygen requires 2 more electrons to attain stability. So now how the formation of oxygen molecule takes place by sharing of electrons. So we are going to draw the atomic orbital structure. This is the nucleus of oxygen, then nucleus of another oxygen atom, then the outermost shell, so now oxygen having 6 valence electrons, so it requires 2 more electrons, so that 2 electrons we are going to draw here. So now the sharing between two pairs of electrons will be taking place and leading to the formation of double covalent bonding. So oxygen molecule is formed by the double covalent bonding between the atoms of oxygen. Now the triple covalent bonding, for that we will be taking example of nitrogen. Now coming back to nitrogen. Nitrogen is having atomic number 7. Its electronic configuration will be 2, 5. Its nearest noble gas is neon, whose atomic number is 10. Electronic configuration is 2, 8. So nitrogen, it requires 3 more electrons to attain stability. Now we will show how the bonding takes place between two nitrogen atoms. This is the nucleus of nitrogen, then nucleus of another nitrogen atom, then outermost shell, as nitrogen requires 3 more electrons. So those electrons we are going to show here. So now we can easily see the 5 electrons. So now the bonding will take place between the 3 pairs of electron and forming a triple covalent bond. So nitrogen molecule will be formed by the sharing of 3 pairs of electron between the nitrogen atoms. So in this way nitrogen molecule is formed. Thank you very much, dear children, for watching this video.